BQR started its activities in early 2014 after receiving substantial funding from DFID UK. We've been fortunate in that we have been able to implement some of the activities we have planned through our conceived theory of change. And so far, we have gone through a series of workshops and also put together some mentorships which have benefited many people in public service. The model which we're using for BQR UJ South Africa is based on looking at the landscape and producing some sort of review which can inform downstream decision making for the program. This is followed by a needs analysis with our partners, and subsequent to that, we are able to start workshopping with the departments which need our support. So far, we have worked with the Department of Basic Education, with the Department of Science and Technology, with the Department of Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation, and we've also worked with the department which is dealing with the Johannesburg Metropolis Management. UJ-BCURE has also gone into a relationship with the government and with the partners in Malawi, and we are also implementing the programs which we said we would do with DFID as a replica of the ones we're doing in South Africa, in Malawi. The results we have achieved so far are basic introductions and getting to know the terrain of where we'll be working. We have gone further in that we've been able to capacity build the public servants in terms of landscaping reviewing, and we've gone further into starting mentorship relationships with the respective departments. These mentoring relationships are more than a coaching relationship where we look at the problem they're facing in their respective departments and trying to take them out of their office space, but to think of the same problem with mentors and more specialists in the area in which they're working in. The results have proven to be sufficient so far in our piloting activities. We have been fortunate in that we've been able to get very good reviews and ways of improving the program even further, and we can only move forward by expanding the relationships and the program at hand. The scope of mentorship itself is very wide, and we have built it that way on purpose so that we can be able to not only keep it on a sustainable model but also achieve certain impacts. One of the areas is dealing with the political aspects of office bearers and decision making. Our mentors are people who have been in certain situations similar to that before, both in South Africa and in other regions of the world, and they have extensive experience in dealing with certain political questions and political outcomes. This is pivotal in terms of trying to get evidence-informed decision-making in the right context, and we have been fortunate in that we have found the people who are able to answer the exact questions. Some of the challenges in which UJ-BCURE are facing, of course, is that we are always not having enough resources to do what we wanted to do, simply because the demand has been overwhelming from the people in which we're working with. We have a nice small pool of mentors who we wish we can expand, but at the same time, we would like to keep the quality of the mentorships going at a certain level. We have also been having challenges in terms of how it is that we can change the thinking around decision making, things like including systematic reviews into decision making processes, and also getting sufficient time out of the people so that we are able to fully give them a full package of the services that we intend to give them in terms of supporting the decisions that they will be making in the offices. The model in which we're working with for UJ-BCURE is based on training, workshopping, mentorship, and also secondments. This is a model we are going to propose to DFID at the end of 2016 in order for them to look at options of expanding the same to different countries so that it can be able to be replicated in that. We hope that by that time we'll also be able to demonstrate sustainability of the program and also some of the very strong outcomes that we can be able to share with them. This strategy is important because many of the political making climates and situations in which African countries are faced with are similar across the board.